No glasses today?
Excuse The Rock. Glasses are in The Rock's car, but let The Rock say this. Finally, The Rock has come back to IG Live.
Hold on, is T.Y. freezing on us? Oh, there you go.
I'm there. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, you
Yes,
good.
sir. Might want to move your finger from the speaker, though.
Hold on. I'm taking the shit off.
All right.
Shit. Fucking tired.
Damn,
Yeah, I can hear you. Hold on, say something again.
Oh, y'all can hear me now?
Yeah, better.
Yeah.
All right, good look. Yeah, I take that fucking Bluetooth shit off.
Hey, T.Y., did you watch the Josh Taylor fight last weekend?
Yeah, I watched Josh Taylor fight.
What you think?
I think he showed his class. I had Josh Taylor in my top 10
Half
before
was
the
banned.
fight. I had him in my top 10 pound before the fight. He showed his class. Ramirez showed hard. I feel like Josh Taylor, only thing that he's still lacking is that I feel like he gave up the championship rounds. And I feel like against an elite fighter, it'll get taken advantage of. But he looked good. Ramirez put his heart out. You know, Josh Taylor showed a lot of veteran moves. I think he should stay at 40. I think he made the weight for a while. He could be the king there. But like I said, I already had him in my top 10 pound for pound. And it was a great performance. And I like that he said he'll fight anybody. So I respect him.
Yeah, it's something I've been wanting to ask y'all. So, what do y'all think he should do and would do between Lopez, assuming Lopez beat Kambosos? Yeah, I think he should fight Lopez at 40 or move up and fight Crawford at 47.
Fight Lopez.
I think he has
It's
a
a
better
more
chance
winnable
with
fight.
Lopez.
It's a more winnable fight. He needs a tune-up at 47. If he goes up to 47, he can't just jump in with Crawford or Spence or any of them. He needs a buffer to get adjusted to the weight, and then we see him at the weight he gets comfortable, and then fight someone like Crawford. I think
You
it's
want my opinion next or T.Y.?
career move.
Yeah, you go ahead, man. Oh,
Wait, me or T.Y.?
you hit, man.
Now, hold up. Let me turn the AC up. I can't hear
All right,
shit.
go ahead. I mean, listen. I think he. I don't know. That shit loud.
Now, me, if I was Josh Taylor, right?
Yeah.
If I was Josh Taylor, I'd go for T.O. For the simple reason that T.O.'s coming up to see you. T.O.'s a big 135-pounder, but he's probably a
Regular size,
normal
140
size 140-pounder.
Yeah.
for now.
And, like, you know, when you look at him compared to Josh Taylor's just so much, like, taller and longer. You know, he seems like he got the better skills out of the two, even though T.O. beat Loma.
Is he longer than T.O.?
Oh, yeah, definitely. T.O.'s only about 5'7".
No, I'm talking about reach.
He looks like it. I want to say he is.
He better be.
T.O. doesn't look like he's that. T.O. doesn't look like he's that.
Nah, she's got 68.5-inch reach. Yeah,
Well,
Taylor has to have him.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying.
I think Taylor's over 70.
I said on the other live before, I think Taylor should stay at 140 for a long time. I feel like he's similar to me. He's similar to Danny Garcia. Like you're built for 140 pounder. Like if you look at Danny Garcia at 147 pounds, it's not that them guys are way much better than Danny. He didn't have the physical dimension to compete at that weight, reach, foot speed, shit like that. So I feel like Josh Taylor should dedicate himself to be able to Kasazu shit, some Ricky Hatton shit, until like a couple years from now, and then move up. You know what I mean? Like you the king. He could.
Josh Taylor only has an inch reach advantage on him.
Told you.
My only thing with Josh Taylor staying at 140 is if you look at it, I don't know how y'all rank it, but I'm pretty sure your top three is him, Prograis. I know I'm probably saying his name wrong, and then Ramirez.
Smith's voice.
I don't know how to say his last name.
I think it's Prograis.
But if them three is the top three, and he already beat them two, so it's like, who else would he fight? Let's say Lopez stays at 35, then who is it for him to fight?
You know what he could do?
If they even let Tank near him.
Nah, fuck
I
it.
don't
You know what
think
would be a
Tank
good
stays at
idea if you
140.
ask me,
What's that?
right? So Taylor takes his next mandatory fight, right?
He fight
Yeah,
Jack,
that's what he
Jack,
most likely gonna do.
yeah, Jack Cottrell.
Huh?
Jack Cottrell.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
what he most likely gonna do.
Yeah, that's who he's gonna fight.
So you know what? We'll skip that. He's more than likely gonna beat him. We know
Yeah.
that. So in a perfect world, Taylor beats him. Tio beats Cambosos, comes up and fights Taylor, right? There's
Yeah.
a little mini tournament. Mikey Garcia fights the winner of Tank and Barrios, and the winner of that gets Josh Taylor.
I was gonna say he can fight Mikey too, because I don't
Mikey,
know.
listen, I'm gonna say something that lazy lefty told me to say the other day on Twitter, right? We gotta stop talking about fights that ain't gonna happen. Think about it. If Mikey won't fight fucking Crawford, why would he fight fucking Josh Taylor what's his name, Bob Man? It ain't fucking happening. They're not
Yeah,
doing
you gotta
business.
Yeah, Josh Taylor
You
is
got-
less of a risk than Crawford.
No,
You
I'm
got-
talking about like if Mikey got like Garcia and if Mikey not gonna do business with him for Crawford, why we do with him business with him for what? He don't like
You
boxing.
right on that.
That's
You right.
not even a plausible fight. Let's talk about real fights.
No, I know what you're talking about, but like, you gotta
Lopez
think
is gonna
about
move up because he's boiling to
No,
135. That's
Lopez
why he's
different.
gonna move up.
Like Jimmy, I'm getting up with Jimmy. You talking about Tank? Like I don't know if y'all peep this ignorant shit he said the other day. I don't know if he ignorant or he just that fucking stupid. He said he didn't know Josh Taylor and fucking Ramirez was fighting.
I seen that.
So I
Get
don't
the
know if he's
fuck
trying
out
to
of
be
here.
like Jimmy. I don't know if
Tank
he's
be
trying to be
talking out his
cool.
ass sometimes.
No, I'm thinking I don't know if he's trying to be cool with some Floyd shit or he just that fucking stupid that he really think he the champion. I don't know which one it is. Jimmy, he probably think he the fucking champion that went to 40. Like how Leonard LBB, they probably got their kid thinking like that. So I don't fucking know. So Tank, he not fighting Tank. He ain't fighting Mike Garcia. I think he gonna fight Jack. Maybe Lopez. You got Zepeda. Like let's keep it real, y'all. And this not me. I'm not hating on Josh Taylor. I'm not hating on fucking what's my man Shakur. I could see Josh Taylor going a hell of a run at 140.
You think he's a more
or he-
technically sound Ricky Hatton?
Jimmy, or he can go 140 pound and let Bob matchmaking. We don't know what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know. Like,
Can I say something real quick?
One more thing, Hitman. In the perfect world, yeah, Alice sent over Robert Easter for him. He'll send over guys like that. But that shit ain't happening. So we got to talk about real opponents. Go ahead, man.
Ron Ennis will fuck Josh Taylor up if he went up to 147. I just want to say that.
He too. But here we go.
Ron
Another thing
Ennis
too.
would fuck up most of the guys at 147 right now.
You got to think.
Yeah, honestly.
He 154 pounds at making 147.
To be honest, when it comes to Josh Taylor, if you not Ty brought his name up, if you want to be honest, if you want a ticket to fight him, the best route to go is a Zepeda, especially after he looked against Hank Lundy.
Exactly.
Right.
So go Jack Charles, Zepeda.
I say run it back with Regis.
I would like.
I would
That's what I
love to
want.
see that fight.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Bro, that fight, if Regis can get like, a pretty marquee name for his next fight, beat him, hey, maybe we can see that in 2021. I hope we see that again. That fight was a barn burner.
I
You
still
think it'll
want to
be
see.
much of the same or a little bit more different? You think Regis will probably be a little bit more aggressive? Well, he'll also be fighting in the USA, most likely. No?
Yeah, the money will probably be over here.
Unless they fight like in Dubai or something. I don't know. I don't know if they're doing like junior welterweights over there.
Damn. What's Josh Taylor? He's Scottish?
He's Scottish, but
Yeah.
the whole British, all the UK supports him.
So a Scottish guy and a guy from New Orleans fighting in Dubai.
You never know.
What would be the best place for them to fight? Unless they fight the same place they fought before.
No, here
They
we go.
fought in the UK before, and
No.
Prograis won't do
They can
that.
fight in Brazil, but I don't know about Dubai.
I feel like it would have to be a neutral site, though, for Josh Taylor to agree.
That's what I'm saying. What would the neutral site between them two be at?
Madison Square
Josh Taylor and
Garden. Ooh.
Josh Taylor and who?
Prograis.
Regis,
Yeah.
yeah.
Regis.
Hold the fuck up, y'all. Like we
Well, I mean, the first fight was in the UK.
that was the tournament rules. And we can keep it real. We ain't gonna like Regis. He can't draw a fucking fly. He better take the best offer he can get and fight him wherever he can go. He can't sell a fucking ticket. He don't have a fucking think about it. He don't have a major promoter. Like what you mean neutral ground? He better
That's
get the
why I
best
say
deal he
like the
fucking get.
Barclays Center or something like that.
No, I'm saying
He
that
ready.
if he won't,
He
I
fight.
don't know
He
if
fight for
Prograis
4
will fight
belts.
him in the UK.
Oh, he better fight for 4 fucking belts. He can't be choosy.
Yeah, that's all
Prograis
up
would
to
have to
Taylor
knock him
at this
out.
point.
Prograis would have to knock him out, in my opinion.
You know
That's
what
why
I'm
I
saying?
say like they could probably fight like the Barclays Center.
No,
I mean,
No,
imagine that fight at the
why?
Barclays
If you're
Center.
Josh Taylor, why would you come to the
no,
USA
not even,
when
not
you're the
even that
clear
though.
A side?
Hey, you never know. You might want to beat his ass in the in the
No,
USA.
no,
You never know.
know what they're gonna
Fury
fight
did it
Why
with
risk
Wilder.
it?
Listen,
Why risk it?
right? They fought it where they fought it, right? You know why they fought there? Because Bob Arum got the highest site fee there. They're gonna pay. They're gonna fight wherever Bob get the highest site fee there. Bob didn't give a fuck about selling no tickets to that fight. You know why? Because Bob got a high site fee from out in Vegas. He don't give a fuck about ticket being sold. That's why people be like what's my man Shakur in the you know why Shakur in the bubble and other people out there and fighting in Texas and shit because Bob can go these fucking what you call it these fucking casinos and get high site fees and I don't give a fuck and I got my ESPN money. Why do I have to promote this shit?
Speaking of Shakur, who do you think his first real big fight's gonna be against?
Like
Valdez.
realistically,
Realistically. All right, realistically, and who would you want it to be against?
I mean, since he's already mandatory for hearing, that's why I would want it to be a veteran. I don't want it to be nobody on his level. I want it to be somebody more seasoned than him, so I can see how he adjusts to that.
You know who I'd like to see him fight?
Who?
Assuming he's gonna win a title here and go up. I would like to see him fight Devin Haney.
Yeah, that's
That'd be
good.
just styles wise. It's an interesting fight.
Devin too big.
I have this odd feeling that Shakur waxes him.
But
No, but I think Shakur might beat him.
But Devin's
No,
too
yeah,
big.
but I think it'll be interesting for the first couple rounds. But I think Shakur is just so much more polished than him.
You gotta think right now,
Size
Devin.
ain't-
No, but listen, Devin is like struggling to make 35. Shakur is perfect at 30 right now. I think what he gotta do, he gotta fight Herring, where he old, and Valdez gotta fucking fight him. Here
Yeah,
you go, y'all.
Valdez too.
That's a fucking in-house unification. Bob gotta make the fucking fight.
But actually,
Stop.
I take that back. I said Henry. I actually would like to see Shakur Valdez more than Shakur Henry.
Herring will test him, but I think Valdez is a better fight. It's a bigger money fight, and
I
it's a
think
fight
Shakur
that
kicks
more
Valdez's
fans will tune
ass,
into.
though.
Like Herring, a lot of like casual fans don't know who he is.
Yeah.
We all know who he is, but I'm saying all the casuals don't really know his name.
Valdez
He's not a
got that
household name.
support.
I think Shakur Valdez will be
I'm gonna get Bob some props. Remember, Herring got dropped by PBC. He was fighting on fucking Asian runner undercards. He went to top rank. Bob from position, got him a belt. He main eventing. He had a special on fucking ESPN. Yeah, maybe Bob can't make Crawford a star. Maybe he can't make motherfucking whoever a star. But he did a good job with fucking Herring.
Yeah, especially after he had them 2 losses. A lot of people counted him out after that.
Yeah, like you gotta think about PBC cut him. He was squad with, remember, go back and look at them old videos with Broner and Robert Eastern and them Ty and Warren. He was around with the band camp. He was with them.
Yeah, I remember that.
He went out there. He went out there. What's his name? He signed with fucking Bob. Went out there with Bull Mack and Crawford, and he got better.
One of the fights that's under the radar this weekend, the Nonito Donaire fight. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce his opponent name. I don't even want to. Do y'all know much about him?
The future Hall of Famer, Nonito Donaire. Put respect on my man name.
No, I'm not talking about Donaire. I know Donaire. I'm saying his opponent. I don't know how to pronounce his name, and I don't even want. Do y'all know much about him?
I'm gonna take a wild guess. My bad to cut you off.
What's that?
I'm gonna say Donaire stops him in spectacular fashion.
I hope so, man.
He still got his power.
He does. One of the most dangerous left hooks in the boxing business.
Fucked up in that fight. Like, I mean, like physically, he did so much better than I thought he was gonna do.
Bro, he turned Inoue into Yoel Romero with his right eye.
But that, you know what that makes me think? When Inoue goes up to 122, I think he's gonna have some problems. I think Fulton beats him.
Yep.
I think Fulton might even knock him out.
Fulton's a lot bigger than him too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I'm
can start.
really like I know those guys aren't, they're all puny human beings basically when you think about it. Think about it. Most of them are like 5'3", 120 pounds.
Yeah,
But Fulton's like what, 5'7", 5'8", something like that. He's pretty tall if I'm not mistaken.
they just can't make the mistake Darnell made. Nonito Darnell made. He went up till it was just completely out of his weight class when he was fighting Regan down the and Walters.
Uh-huh.
No, ring it out.
He
No,
was
nah. Ring it out was at 122.
Yeah, you're right. But the Walters was at 126.
Imagine a prime Rigo versus Inoue.
That'd been great.
It would have been.
I favor a prime Rigo.
Oh, I favor prime Rigo over most people, to be honest. I would favor a prime Rigo versus 6 different versions of me all at the same time. I'm talking about me at my best. Like I'm talking about me with a 40-week training camp. 6 versions of me with a 40-week training camp against one Rigo. I'm still going with Rigo. That dude was just not getting touched. And
I've
he'll
never seen
break your jaw.
I never seen someone make Darnell look the way he made Darnell look. He made him look so average. Besides that knockdown,
He knocked him down and paid for that.
so
So,
we got to get to the most important one, Haney and Linares this weekend. I'm gonna let you go with this one first, Jimmy.
Huh?
well, obviously, I think Haney's gonna win, but Linares is a dog. So, how much is he gonna push Haney? That's really what the question is. And Haney, like we were talking about, like in private, we were talking. Haney doesn't really sit down his punches. He doesn't really, and he's gonna have to with Linares. He's gonna have to really put something into his punches. He doesn't. He also doesn't have that killer instinct where he hurts a guy or he tries to hurt a guy and then he tries to finish. He hasn't figured that out yet. He has that amateur-looking style still in a lot of cases, and he's gonna need to bring it up a level. And I feel Lomachenko ended up multiple times in that fight, so I feel like Haney should be able to. Haney's a lot bigger than Lomachenko was, so he has the size going for him. As long as he can put the power and it matches up to his size, then I see him winning late round knockout or a wide unanimous decision.
And he's a lot more explosive than Loma, too.
Yeah, Loma's just very accurate.
Yeah, it's like when you compare him and Devin, it's like Loma's more like water. He flows a little bit more, and Devin just kind of like explodes off of it, but he doesn't have like, that real thud.
Yeah. And listen, and this is a common misperception about Lomachenko, right? Lomachenko want to fuck you up. He want to beat the shit out you. People think Lomachenko is a cute boxer. I don't know where to get it from. Loma want to come forward, let his hands go, beat you to the body, and embarrass you. So, and like Devin Haney still want to look cute in the ring. So, and Loma, like my man, one of y'all said, Loma's a sharp puncher. He places his punches perfectly.
He don't waste punches.
Like think about I'm gonna give Jimmy a little props right here. Jimmy think I don't listen, and I respect Jimmy's opinion, right? Real shit. Lomachenko is a fucking dog, right? This dude, he bullies you, and he fucking stops you. He's sharp. You know what I'm saying? So Devin ain't that. Devin still want to be a cute boxer. So I want to see how this fight goes. I think Devin's going to win, but
I feel like he needs someone. He needs someone like Linares because Linares is going to fight him a little dirty, I think. And Linares is, I don't want to say he's like how Lomachenko got Salido. He got him in his second fight, obviously. It was a little different. And he's not as dirty as Salido, but he could be. And I feel like a guy who is still fighting with that amateur style, they need that dirty fight to really get them to transition to more of a pro style.
I agree.
And it gives him the experience for later. Like, this is a good fight for Haney.
Me personally,
he should whoop his ass, though.
Yeah. Me personally, I can see this playing out like I'm gonna compare it to a couple different situations. You ready? It could go like how do I put it? Like a Charlo and Trout fight, like a Jamal Charlo and Trout fight, that young champion that hasn't really proved himself, facing the tough former champion. And it's a real, it's a pretty tight fight, but the, younger guy edges it out. Could go like Spence and Lamont Peterson, where the young guy just the old guy just shows his age and the young guy just breaks him down. Or it could be like a Floyd and Corrales where, you know, Linares is still dangerous, but, you know, Devin just pulls something out and just dominates Linares and just drops him and stuff like that.
I don't know. I don't see it like that.
I could see
I
something.
think
You
you
know
were, I think you were more spot on with your first one,
Which one was that?
where it could be close, like with Charlo, like how a fight went.
Mm-hmm.
I think it will be close the first half of the fight, and then I think we're gonna see Linares' age show in the second half.
But that also depends on what Linares shows up. You know, sometimes he can show up pretty flat too.
Yeah, he's usually hot and
But
cold.
Haney's a fight that he could wake up for. You know, it's
Yeah,
not like
that's
he's
true.
fighting some cab driver.
I think it would be like a Crawford and not Gamboa, Delorme. Remember when he first moved up to 140? Delorme, Crawford was losing, but not because he was better. He had to figure him out, you know, warming up him at 140. So
The
I
Delorme was
think,
winning.
yeah, he was, but he wasn't winning because he wasn't winning like outboxing Crawford. It's just you could see Crawford figuring him out.
He was more
I
excellent.
think and Linares is at his best in the early rounds. Linares will look great first 4 rounds, and then you'll start seeing him go downhill as the fight goes on. So, and then Haney, so far his gas tank looks good, so I don't see him tiring out. I don't know if Linares tires out or he just doesn't make adjustments, but he seems like as the fight goes on, he gets predictable after a while. Loma did it. Luke Campbell did it. Linares beat Campbell, but Campbell started to doing it. And not long ago, Linares just got stopped in the first round, so I don't even know how much he has left in him.
Yeah,
Well,
but that
Yeah,
was
that's why I kind of put up a
That was at
Floyd and
140.
Corrales.
Yeah,
that
it
was-
was, but he's at an older age. He got stopped, and he's going back down.
yeah, but that was about Cano. Cano would come forward like pressure fighter.
Yeah, I'm not trying to compare him to him. I'm just saying Linares is older now. We gotta think he got stopped by Loma. Then he moved up, got stopped in the first round. And he's older, and he moved back down.
Yeah.
I believe he won since then, but how much left does he have in him?
If he can make it a
Wasn't
dirty
Linares
fight,
supposed to fight Ryan
then
Garcia
it'll be
too?
interesting.
They was going back and forth, but I don't think a deal was ever made.
No, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it got canceled because of the pandemic.
Yeah, it did. I think
Oh.
Ryan, he would have chinned Ryan.
Same. You know what I noticed about Linares? When Linares is like fully switched on, he's so damn calm in the ring. Like I seen Loma hit him with a nice, you know how Loma does, his flashy combinations.
Yeah.
You know, most guys look flustered. Linares just put him up, caught the punches, put it back down, just dropped his ass.
And even if you remember with the Linares and Campbell fight, Linares is he dropped Campbell in the second or third round, I want to say.
Dropped him early.
And Campbell, who's tall and knows how to use his range like Haney, once he got adjusted to it, he started using his jab, kept Linares at distance. I mean, he ended up losing the fight because it took him long to recover from the knockdown. But once he adjusted to it, he got to figure out Linares. So I think Haney was quicker than that. Linares did better with Loma because southpaw,
Loma's really
a lot
small.
of the way Loma turns, he'll turn into a Linares punch. He'll walk right into it.
And Lomachenko got too confident. That's why he got dropped with that straight one.
That's
He got
that
too
fight, I
confident.
forgot how entertaining that fight was.
It was. That's all. I don't like when people if you think Linares gonna beat Haney, that's cool. But I don't like when people use Loma as a reason why. Because I'm like, Loma's a short southpaw who fights nothing like Haney. So I don't
He's
get
very
comparison.
small.
I don't get the comparison at all.
No, there's no comparison.
Exactly.
Nah, but
Lomachenko
you know what other fight I'm
130.
looking? You know what other fight I'm actually really looking forward to?
Who's
On the
that?
Donaire card, that Subriel Matias fight.
Who?
Subriel Matias.
Okay.
He just beat Malik Hawkins.
And who is he fighting?
Oh, I
Who
don't
said-
remember the dude's name.
said-
The dude's from
Yeah, hold up.
Kazakhstan. He's undefeated. I think he's 16-0 with 12 knockouts. 12, 14 knockouts. That's gonna be a crazy fight.
I know.
There's a super middleweight fight. And DJ was telling me about it. I think Khalil Cole or something. His
Yeah,
name
I was
is,
just about to bring his name out. He was big in the amateurs. This man Khalil Cole,
I think
So
he
you know
deleted
what?
all his amateur tape because there was a lot of tape on him. So he deleted
I'm
everything off his Instagram.
Really?
I'm big on the
So they
I'm big
can't
on the
watch tape on him.
Amateur
I'm
boys.
big. If I could find it, I'll send you one. You know, I'm big on the amateurs. So Khalil Cole, he had his first 25 fights. He went 25-0, and then he started fighting internationals. He fought a Cuban. You know, Cubans run the amateurs.
Mm-hmm.
The dude he fought was #1 in the world. His name was I can't think of it right now. But in 25 fights, he knocked out in the first round the #1 ranked in the world Cuban, and that's what set him off. That's what got him where he was at. So
Oh,
I'm definitely looking forward to his debut this weekend.
you said
He
he's a
said he
super
was
yo.
middleweight?
If DJ said
say
he'll
again?
send it.
He's a super middleweight?
Yeah.
Yeah, and pro yeah, because
Edgar Berlanga won't call him out.
in
Edgar
the
Berlanga
amateurs he was
won't.
178, but I think he's gonna be super middleweight in the pros.
Yeah,
Edgar
he is. He's
Berlanga don't
fighting
want them
168.
problems.
Hey,
What y'all
Sibbie,
think about Edgar Berlanga? I know we said we wasn't gonna get off topic. What do you guys think about him?
About who?
Edgar Berlanga.
Uh,
I
I
like
mean,
him.
I was happy his last fight went 12 rounds. You know, he's still fresh. He
Yeah.
still got the
He's still
season up.
green.
You can
I
see he
want to.
wasn't used. You can see he was used to going the distance. His last fight, you can see like that. He didn't gas out, but you could see he wasn't used to it. So that
Yeah.
was something he needed.
He
I
reminds
feel
me
like
of
he's
like
one of those.
he reminds me of like a smaller Mike Tyson a little bit.
Really?
He's just a fucking like nuke. He's like a nuclear warhead, man. Every fight, just comes in and just fucking people up, man. And
Nah,
he
I want
loves
to.
it. You could see
I
it
think he's one of
when
those.
he's in there. He wants to hurt you.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Like
definitely.
he's going in with bad intentions. I love that shit.
I think he's one of them fighters who should be like fighting like a lot of, stiff journeymen, other prospects, get him ready. Because honestly, whether people like him or not, because you see how people are on Twitter. You know how the boxing community is on Twitter. Whether people like
Yeah,
him or not, he can get a reaction. He can get, you know what I mean? People are tuning in to see the knockouts. Every time he fights, it's like, is he going to get another first round knockout? So he already got that aura about him.
Like Tyson. I didn't mean style wise. I meant like he's.
No, yeah, I know what you mean. But
Hey,
like,
yo.
what's up?
I got a couple things. What about this? What y'all think about the Cause Sibbie talked about that shit. I posted it. What y'all think about the that Boo Boo video with Bernard and Stephen A. Smith?
I didn't watch it.
Bernard giving real advice. Stephen A. Smith just is Stephen A.
watch it.
Smith.
man. Yeah, Stephen A. Smith gave him the way Stephen
Stick
A.
to
Smith
basketball.
gave him advice. It looked like he wasn't so sure who Boo Boo was. The advice he gave him, he could have gave to anybody. Like he could have gave it to me if he wanted to. But with Bernard, I
Like,
did like with Bernard. Bernard kept it old school with him. He was like, "Look, you got to be a serial stalker if you want to fight him." That's why I was like, "You got Bernard telling him who understands this." That's why I don't understand why some were mad and calling him disrespectful when he crashed his post conference. I'm like, "What do you
He's
want
been
him to
calling
do?"
him out since he beat
Since
Triple G the
'54,
second time. He's been
even
calling him out forever.
he's been
even
calling him.
before that,
Forget
at
the Triple
But
G
154.
fight. He's
yeah,
been calling Canelo
154.
out since
But I'm
like.
saying Canelo gave up being potentially undisputed to fight a Reggie champ at 168 instead of fighting him. So Canelo never wanted to fight him. It's a horrible style, and if Canelo did beat him, it would be a very ugly win.
No,
But
I'll
you
say this, right? Look, I got Canelo. I'll be the first to admit I got Canelo #1 pound for pound.
Me
But
too.
I don't care what nobody say. People could, and I want you to post this clip on Twitter too. And all you jabronis that's gonna say something. Barack says this. There's two things you can do about it. Absolutely nothing, and like it, because I'm gonna say it anyway. You ready? No matter what anybody says, Canelo, Charlo, and Andre, they've all been in the same division for since 2012, 2011. They've all been champions at 154, 160. Now Canelo's at 168. Ready? Look, Canelo, #1 pound for pound, but I don't care what nobody says. There's a reason he hasn't gone for either Andre or Charlo yet. He knows for a fact those are two of his stiffest challenges. Because if those are so easy fights like his whole fan base says it was, he would have knocked both of them out at 54. He would have whipped both their asses at 60. And he would have
If they're
brought both of them
undisputed.
up to 68 to beat him up again.
If you
But
know
you
my beef with him, and I've told you guys this, is that he went up to 175 to grab Kovalev while his name was still big. But Kovalev in the fight previously almost got knocked out by a rookie who never fought nobody inside the top 30.
Bro,
And like in
yards
any
record
other
against
country, that fight gets waived when Kovalev is against the ropes, getting demolished. But then the kid gassed himself
murdered.
out, murdered him. But then, so of course Canelo did
Mhm.
what he did, and then he didn't stay at 175. I knew he wouldn't. He's small, but he saw an opportunity and took it. I'm like, all right, whatever. He left 160 without fighting a bunch of guys, and he went up to 168, which I guess all of us would view as the weakest division of those three divisions.
Yeah.
Of those three, more like
It's
the
not
weakest
it's
division
not
in
a
boxing.
weak division, but it's the weakest of 160, 168, 175.
I'm gonna be honest,
154.
it's weaker than
That shit horrible.
175, 160, 147, 154. 168 just doesn't impress me at this point. Seeing the way these
And
guys
Too
are
much
going
unknowns.
out, huh?
once
It's
he
too
once
much
he went to
unknowns.
once he went to 175, it was pretty obvious what he was going to do after that. I mean,
No, I
Yeah,
feel like
I knew
honestly,
it.
Badu Jack and James. I feel like since those guys have left, the division is just thinned out.
Yeah.
It would have been so much more interesting to see Canelo in there with like guys like Badu Jack, James DeGale, George Groves in his prime.
Jack fucking gets robbed in every close fight he has, though.
Yeah.
draw.
It's true, but stylistically, Badu Jack and Canelo would have been pretty entertaining. I mean, I think Canelo would have won, but Badu would have put his life on
What
the line.
about
But this was most motherfuckers don't understand though. This not Boo Boo first time running up on the motherfucker. You gotta forget.
He did the
ran up on-
Charlo.
Not just Charlo. He ran up on Triple G at the garden when Triple G just fought motherfucking the motherfucker with 5 knockouts. They let Boo Boo in the ring. He talked, but they ain't let him. They ain't do on the zone. Like he ran up with Triple G. He came in the ring. Triple G hand. Triple G said, "I respect you." He said, "You want to fight?" He said, "We can talk." That's all you heard from him. Like, so this ain't like nothing new if you follow the sport. He ran up on Charlo before. You know what I'm saying? So
guys don't want to fight him?
like
He's a big risk. He's a very big risk, and he doesn't bring pay-per-view.
but
That's
Nah,
why
these
guys
promoters
don't want to
doing
fight
a
him.
horrible job with it.
but look, this too though. Like we go to the Canelo. Like all right. But Canelo got fucking options, right? Canelo can fight. He got options. Charlo has no fucking options. He walk around like he the baddest bitch in the world.
And he won't fight Andre.
Like and he gets no heat for this shit. He gets no heat.
Oh, he gets heat from me.
He's starting to.
I've talked
No,
shit
but
about
Oh
it.
yeah,
Most
my
times.
guy gets
And-
a lot of heat for it.
And you know what they say? Oh, Boo Boo pulled out against his brother. That shit was 5 years ago, and the fight was worth $300,000 fucking dollars. They both would get at least $5-7 million to fight now.
It was
Get
over
out.
wasn't it over the promotion? That's why it didn't happen. Something with Boo Boo
Rock-
and
yeah,
the
Rock
money wasn't
Nation.
right. Something got
Rock
fucked
Nation
up.
shit. Rock Nation shit don't fight, but basically,
Yeah.
however you want to do it, it was the fight went worth 1.5 fucking million. Now you dudes fight right now, y'all get at least $5 million a fucking piece. You're unifying half a division. Like you're not you're not a star. Like come on, fight. Like he gets a pass. He fighting fucking Montiel. Montiel got nothing.
I mean, that's a garbage fight.
That's
I don't
garbage.
understand that.
Boo Boo should
That's
pull
because
the fuck up to that
Montiel's
fight.
number 5 in the WBC.
But you
No,
know what
but
I said?
you shouldn't. That dude is tiers below him. Like
Yeah,
honestly, that
don't
should
know
be a
why that
rule
fight's
in boxing
happening.
that
He should pull up to
they
that
should have
fucking fight.
tiers, and you can't fight out of your tier.
Like real shit. He should pull up to that fight and say, "What's up?
Boxing's
You gonna
fucking
fight
dead.
me? You keep fighting them fucking bums."
No, if I was Charlo, I'm calling out Boo. I'm like, all right, enough of this. Yo, send me the contract. You coming over to Showtime. I'm going to beat you up, take the belt, go on to Triple G.
This
Even
is
though
the thing,
Triple
though.
G will never fight either one of them.
Will Showtime pay Boo Boo his contract minimum?
You know damn well that fight going to Showtime. That fight ain't going to be on DAZN.
But this is what I'm saying though. Is Showtime gonna pay the money that the zone will pay? Fuck
I wouldn't be
DAZN.
surprised. Or they can
So-
they can send that to Fox if they want to.
Yeah, they can.
They can
But
put that
they
on
gon-
Fox if they want to. Remember, Charlo's not signed to Showtime or Fox. He can fight on either one. I feel like they put him more so on Showtime because on Fox they want to build it up with guys like Errol, Wilder, and stuff like that. And Showtime they want to keep it with the Charlo brothers and Tank, the guys that are coming up next.
Only reason Tank on Tank knew why Tank on Showtime. He's a
Fox
Mayweather
don't trust
promotion.
his ass.
No, it ain't that, bro. Tank one of their biggest stars, bro.
Mayweather and
Mayweather has a relationship with Showtime.
Yeah,
Where's
got a
Floyd
big-
fighting on? What
Oh,
Floyd
yeah.
Floyd not fighting on
I
Fox.
forgot that
He
he's
fighting on
fighting.
Showtime. That's for no such Floyd, man.
Hey, Ty, it's two things I want to ask. Now that you here, I mean, we talked about oneness before, but Fury now he announced that him
Oh
and
my
Wilder
God.
3
We
is
talking about
official.
this shit.
Now I was just gonna ask y'all one question.
Well, he
Wilder
signed it the other
lose,
day.
Wilder get knocked the fuck out again.
Now
Why are we
I was
talking
just gonna
about
ask
this
y'all
shit?
one question. So I do think Fury winning. I do think Fury winning. I know we all do, but even though I want Wilder to win, I
That's
think
not what I
Fury
think.
is. I was gonna ask. To be honest, do y'all think Fury overlooking Wilder?
No,
No,
I'm
that's
hoping
no.
he
Tyson.
is.
That's his game plan. That, like
That's
he
Tyson
wants people
Fury.
to think that.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Tyson Fury. He's an asshole.
I
Yeah.
really wish he was, but like Fury says it damn near every day. He says Wilder's still the second best heavyweight. He's still the
true.
most dangerous. Like, think about it. Look, right? If I'm going up against
He
Joshua
come
or
up. Well,
Wilder,
hold on. He come a bum every day too. So which one we gonna do?
he call
Am I
everybody
lying,
a
Jay?
bum.
But
He come
that's what he thinks about the rest of the division.
he
He
gonna
just
Wilder
thinks
a bum
that
every
Wilder
day.
is the king of the bums.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
What it is.
Only
He
reason
gonna
I asked that
They like
because like
that.
when you hear him talk about Wilder, I mean yeah he does show him his respect, and I know he can talk whatever because he dominated him, but it's the thing. It's like he'll say like I have his heart in my pocket, and I
His
know it's
soul.
trash talk, but I'm just like
Kind of.
I don't.
He
I
did take his soul
definitely
in
think
that
he's
fight.
gonna win. I think he's gonna win definitely. I just think I don't know what's the word I'm looking for.
I'll tell you what, right? Who the fuck is this? Oh, it's one of my followers. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna tell you exactly how this fight's gonna go. You ready?
Oh,
Fury
shit.
is gonna face a scare. Like Fury's gonna get hurt badly in the early rounds. It's not gonna be nothing like the second fight. It's not gonna be nothing like the second fight. And if it does end like the second fight, then the first part of
Wilder's
the fight is gonna
retiring.
be, huh?
Wilder's retiring if he gets his ass kicked like that again.
Oh no, yeah, definitely. But I'm
He'll
just
have no
saying this
options.
fight is gonna be probably the most dramatic of the three.
Yeah,
Maybe not. I think it'll be more dramatic than the first fight because you got
Fury was kind of
first
out of
fight
shape in
you
that fight.
got 209 sick-pound Wilder, and you had 50% Fury. Second fight you had 100% Fury, and you had whatever the hell was wrong with Wilder.
Nothing.
Nothing.
He got hit with a
Nothing.
fucking shot behind his ear. That's
Yeah.
what was wrong with him. He looked
Yeah.
fine up until that point.
Yeah, I mean his legs.
I think he concussed him.
His legs were gone because of how Fury was leaning on him. I've never seen nobody's legs go that quick though. Like if you
Hey, yo,
notice,
all right.
Fury's
Listen, I love
heavy
y'all.
but Wilder's got chicken legs. That's
All
why.
right,
Have you ever seen Wilder's legs? He don't work out his legs.
Oh,
He
no.
skips leg day.
Sorry,
But,
Jay, can we change the subject? Can we talk about I want to talk about two things. Who we
all
got?
right, hold on. After this,
I want
after
to talk
this,
about fucking Wilder.
Wilder's
I'm tired of
35.
this shit.
He ain't coming in different.
hold on. After this,
Oh yeah, I got one more topic after this. I just want to hear Hitman last point.
Go ahead, man.
right? This third fight, the reason I say it's going to be the most dramatic, right? All the factors that have. See, why? What you laughing about?
Because we keep talking about this one-side ass fight like it's fucking.
I only asked.
Let me say
I
one thing.
only asked because I didn't get your opinion last Sunday.
No, one
Yeah,
thing.
you
He ain't that much smaller.
Hold on, man.
I saw him eating ice cream the other day.
No, listen. We act like this shit like the throw in the fucking Manila. Fury dominating 2 times. Why we talking about this shit every day?
That first fight wasn't no domination.
He won
I had it
4
115,
rounds.
111.
That first fight, yeah, you could score for Fury, but that fight, when you think about it,
It was
Fury
not a draw. It was not a draw. That was a robbery.
No,
You
I
can't
think
score
it was
that fight
draw.
for Wilder.
Fury did
You
a whole
cannot
lot
score that fight a
nothing.
draw. At most he won 3 rounds. Wilder.
I agree that it wasn't a domination, but I don't think it was a draw either. I definitely think Fury won, but I don't think it was.
Edged it. If I were to judge that fight, I would give it to Fury. The knockdowns make it closer, but there was a lot of early swing rounds where Fury didn't really do much. I mean, he didn't outland Wilder like that the first fight. He only outlanded him by maybe like 10, 11 punches. He didn't
I
outland
think
him.
it was 13.
Yo, the fight was fucking horrible.
Honestly, it wasn't as good as people make it. Well, if you take away the 2 knockdowns, it really wasn't much to talk about.
All right, but I don't know why I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that fight a lot. But let me get back to the third fight. You ready? All the factors. You got to look at all the factors from the first 2 fights. The whole story just builds up to this last third fight. This bad blood. Second fight, it started off as mutual respect till Wilder said, I found you strung out on coke when I found you. So that's really when he lost the fight. He should have never said that. Maybe he wasn't lying. Started winning. But this third fight, Wilder feels like he got cheated. He's out for revenge. He wants blood. Fury wants to put an end to it. Maybe he's looking past Wilder at Joshua. You never know. This third fight, the thing about these two is that every fight they go into each other with, all the factors that add up just make for a fun, interesting fight, and you don't know what's going to happen. Whether you think somebody's getting their ass kicked, you don't know how it's going to go down.
The one thing I hope Wilder doesn't do when they had the press conference, Fury's gonna be a character, and Fury's gonna talk more than he did the other one because he beat Wilder clearly. Like, you can't argue it.
He's gonna get in his head.
I wonder, is Wilder gonna be quiet? Like, I'm gonna wait till the fight, or is he just gonna do the cheating claims?
I can't wait to see this.
That's what I'm curious. But so when the press conference comes, I am curious.
If he does the cheating claims, Fury's gonna get under his skin.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is he just gonna be quiet? Like, okay, I went to the fight, he beat me, whatever. Or is he going? Because what can he really say?
He got art man.
He can say a lot. Actually,
he has a rangefinder jab. What's he gonna do? He has a rangefinder jab. Fury's gonna take that away like he did in the first two fights, and then he's just gonna swing blind for the fences. Will he clip Fury? Maybe, but he's not gonna knock him out. Fury gets up, and then he's gonna do what he always does.
Bro, I know Wilder's probably just going to shit himself if he drops Fury again with the hardest right hand he's ever thrown. Just imagine, Wilder throws the most perfect, hardest right hand he's thrown in his life. Much better than the Ortiz 2 knockout, much better than the Brazil. Just put every right hand Wilder has thrown in his life into one explosive, detonating, murderous right hand. And Fury just gets up.
Please. All right, listen. Let's talk about some.
That man just walking off.
I was about to say. So T.I.,
that's what I'm saying.
You
can't teach an old dog new tricks without a tune-up.
No, this is.
I don't think imagine Wilder outboxes Fury for 12 rounds.
So T.I., WBO, they ordered a fight on Sunday. I don't think I got your opinion on it. What do you think about AJ versus Usyk if that happens? Which more than likely it will.
I think AJ.
No, I heard AJ talking shit that he ain't gonna fight him.
Pussy.
Yeah.
But no, listen. I don't think he pussy for that though.
Come on, go punch on the little motherfucker.
Pussy.
No, he need to go punch on the little motherfucker.
No, listen. We always talking this business shit, right? If the UK not open, right? Listen, Jimmy. If the UK not open, right? Who the fuck gonna pay for that fight? You tell me.
Dubai.
Say they not. Okay, but say they don't pay for that fight. Then what is it? So
Dubai gonna pay for that fight.
Dubai will pay for that fight.
Anthony Joshua brings in so much damn money. They're gonna pay for that fight.
You know what I'm saying?
So
come on now. Andy Ruiz is really just had buzz for beating Joshua. That was really just another Anthony Joshua fight if you think about it.
I'd rather fight Ruiz again than fight Usyk.
So let me ask you this: how do you see that playing out if it does happen, T.Y.?
Anthony Joshua breaks him down. Yeah, all right, I'll tell you how.
Usyk's 235 now, though. Does that play a role?
The size?
No, Usyk's 235 now.
Oh, Usyk's gonna slow himself down.
No, but if he carries the speed, then what?
Oh, if he carries the speed, I hope he can carry getting punched in the jaw by Anthony Joshua.
Exactly.
Because honestly,
if he carries the speed. Remember Andy Ruiz? I'm just saying. That speed inside hurts fucking AJ, and he doesn't know what to do.
That's true, but I feel like Usyk doesn't really sit down on his punches.
Exactly.
And I don't think that Usyk will have the physicality that Andy Ruiz would have. I mean, yeah, Andy isn't, obviously isn't no damn bodybuilder. But Andy's just... He's Andy.
Well,
he's the size of a damn couch.
And you're acting like motherfucking AJ ain't clip Andy Ruiz's ass either.
He did, but Andy got up.
Okay, who can get up?
That's what I was saying. AJ got caught because he smelled blood and went in for the kill, and he got clipped.
Usyk's chin might be a little questionable at heavyweight.
That's one thing we don't know.
That's why I would have liked to see Usyk fight a guy like Joseph Parker.
So do y'all think he just took it too? Do y'all think he
Mm-hmm.
just took it too soon, or he'll just forever be too small for AJ?
I just don't think he would ever beat AJ. I mean, he could. I mean, on an off night.
I think it's a 60-40 fight. AJ in favor. I pick AJ, but
an off night, Usyk can whip AJ's ass on an off night. He can embarrass him on an off night.
I don't know.
If he don't get caught. That's the thing. It's just AJ on an off night. He's still I mean, look at him. The dude looks like he came straight out of SmackDown versus Raw.
You know how that fight doesn't happen? If they force a purse bid, because if the purse bid goes through, it's 80-20. I don't think Usyk is going to accept 20%.
Hell no.
Why the fuck not?
Because Usyk brings shit to the table.
What do you bring to the
Usyk's a
table?
name. He
What
has
do you bring to the
paper. He's a pay-per-view name.
Jimmy. What do you bring to
Yes,
the
he
table,
is.
No,
Jimmy?
Usyk,
He's
Ty,
more of a pay-per-view name than Andy Ruiz.
Usyk got a little bit of pull. He got a lot more pull than you think he do.
Man, Usyk fought in every fucking country in the ring. No fucking draw.
I don't know if he is in the UK or not, so I can't
No
say.
fucking draw.
He's not a humongous draw, but Usyk is he brings in a crowd. Usyk brings in a crowd.
No, he don't.
Let me ask y'all this, because you know AJ, it's clear he's more popular. How many rounds, and let's say it goes 12 rounds, how many rounds do y'all think Usyk has to win to get a decision, if he can at all?
12.
Shit.
Come on now. If it's in the UK, he got to win. He got to win all 12 rounds. He can't lose a fraction of the second of the fight.
He's
got to drop Joshua at least 6 times.
What
And
the
he's got
hell
to
is
probably fight
BARB? Yo, what's BARB?
BARB?
In boxing, yeah. It says, according to Barb, Usyk versus Bellew generated 603,000 pay-per-view buys.
In UK, right?
No, all over.
It was in UK. I mean, it wasn't pay-per-view over here. Was it?
You mean,
It was on the zone over here, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Or is it only a thing over there? I mean, but still, 603,000 for the UK is pretty good.
Yeah, especially for a guy that doesn't speak much English.
So, yeah, I've been waiting for this one last. We didn't get to cover it last week because you know what happened. We ain't going to get into all that. But we got to get to it again. Pacquiao versus Spence. T.Y., you go first on this.
Hold on. The Usyk Chisora pay-per-view outsold Joshua Pulev.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, what it do?
1,059,000 pay-per-view on Sky. And Pulev Joshua did 930,000.
Oh, I guess I'm wrong. I guess you can draw a little bit. My bad.
Still not going to stop him from getting that ass whipped, though.
So, T.Y., Pacquiao Spence.
He can go. The initial thing, initially I say Earl gonna whoop his ass. Then I think about it. I forget who the fuck I'm talking about. I'm talking about Manny Pacquiao. I ain't talking about the average motherfucker. And I don't think Manny Pacquiao a cash out type of dude. You know what I'm saying? If Manny wanted to cash out, he could have for fucking Danny Garcia and got half the purse.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And don't get hurt. Like, all right,
you gotta respect him. But this is the first time I won't be rooting for him.
But hypothetically, let's say he get $30 million to fight Spence, right? He could have got fucking 15.
He wanted to fight Crawford.
But he wanted 40 to fight Crawford. He
was
can
getting
get 50,
what?
Yeah. No, I'm saying, say if he get 30 to fight Earl, hypothetically, he can get 15 to fight Danny Garcia in a safe fight. So I think he still got it. He can win. And when I heard,
do we know if there's VADA testing?
I won't know about that game. And Team Pacquiao
Hell
said
no,
this.
there ain't no VADA testing.
Team Pacquiao said that.
Shit.
He said he think he's faster.
That means that Spence could take whatever he wants to. That
Spence
taking anything is dangerous.
He said he's faster and more powerful than Spence.
More powerful, maybe.
He definitely faster than Spence.
I was
faster. I'm talking about one punch power. His left, he's more powerful.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was the day the fight was announced. I seen who interviewed him. I don't know if it was Ellie. Somebody did. They interviewed Ellie. Not Ellie. They interviewed Chris Algieri. You know, he's the only person who fought both. And they asked him. He said Pacquiao's foot. He said Errol Spence is gonna win. He said Pacquiao's better footwork. He said Pacquiao faster. We all know that. He said power. He said Pacquiao has more one punch power, but Spence is just a barrage of punches. You just can't get over it. He said once that pressure comes in, and he's landing that wheel with Pacquiao, he doesn't know what's gonna happen.
Pacquiao's too small for him. I always said that.
My gut said Earl gonna win, but if Pacquiao
Errol retires him.
If Pacquiao's gonna win, I wouldn't be surprised.
I would be surprised.
I would. I know.
All just aside, right? Let's break it down. I think Earl gonna knock him the fuck out, right? I agree with you.
I don't know if he's gonna knock him out, but I do think it's gonna be a clear win, like 8-4, maybe 9-3 type fight.
Now I got you. Then we go talk technical boxing, right? We seen Sean Porter, right, feint Earl had to hesitate. Earl was hesitant. So why Manny Pacquiao can't do it? A faster guy, or smarter guy, a more powerful guy do it? Had Earl thinking, why can't Pacquiao do it? But Sean Porter did it.
Only thing is just not
Sean
saying you
Porter,
wrong or nothing.
Sean
Just
Porter has a better
Pacquiao.
chin than Manny Pacquiao.
Pacquiao's 42, coming off 2 years
Sean
in
Porter has
activity.
a better chin than Manny Pacquiao.
Why?
At this point,
Manny's
in
been
his
knocked out. Manny's been knocked
been
out.
knocked
You can't
out
forget
bad.
that.
Sean Porter been knocked down by Broner and fucking Ugas.
Knocked down, not put to sleep.
Oh, he ain't fighting he ain't fighting Manny Pacquiao for fucking 20 years.
I'm saying at this stage in Manny Pacquiao's career, his chin is not as good as Errol Spence's chin.
We're not talking about
And
Spence.
it's not,
We
and it's
talking about
definitely
Sean
not as
Porter's
good as
chin.
fucking Porter's chin.
I'll tell you
How
the
he
difference. You ready?
How Broner fucking dropped him? You like he Triple G chin. His chin's over. His chin's
Broner's
overrated.
bigger than Pacquiao.
All right. I'm gonna ask you a question. How Ugas drop him then?
What?
Ugas drop Porter. He can't fucking punch.
That was
more
more
of a slip knockdown.
Ain't no fucking slip. He knocked him down. Get the fuck
he
out
knocked
of
him
here.
down, but it was
Get the
the
fuck
way
out of here.
Porter.
Ty,
It was,
you do know that Broner's the reason why my Don is retired, right?
But I'm saying like motherfucker like Sean Porter got Triple G chin. He like fucking Broner 135 pounds, knock him down cold. And if Broner not fucking finish, he better finish his bum ass.
Broner
Porter-
retired Maidana.
It's-
When you think about it, Maidana said Broner's the reason he retired.
This all this all I'm
Yeah,
saying,
he did
right?
say that.
This all I'm saying. I think Earl gonna knock Manny out, right? But this is
Okay.
what I'm trying to say. With Manny's skill set, is not, if that Sunday if Manny had one great move,
Spence
great
is a
night,
bad style for him.
I wouldn't be surprised. Why he a bad style, Jimmy?
Because
I
Spence
was-
controls the range wonderfully.
So
And
what the
he's
fuck,
not
Manny?
gonna let Manny jump in and out like he wants to. Errol's gonna clip him when he does that. And
If you-
he's too big.
I
Errol
think
is
about
too
it,
big
if you-
for
Maybe he
him.
might clip up, but who he ever?
He's
what,
too big.
What southpaw Spence ever fought with the speed of Manny Pacquiao? You tell me.
No one's. You can't compare Manny Pacquiao to anyone. He's a legend.
All right, then so like Earl.
But he's 42 years
Earl
old.
Gonna do it. Like I said,
He's 42.
I don't give a fuck. He just keep Thurman
Father
last
Time
year.
is undefeated.
Come on.
Father
Like I
Hey,
Time
look.
is
said, Earl
undefeated.
gonna win. But don't act like
Man, you
Earl,
must really hate Pacquiao. Shit.
No. I'm giving Pacquiao respect. You're not respecting Manny Pacquiao. You ain't respecting
Because
Manny Pacquiao.
he don't like Spence that much either.
No. Listen, I'm being real. I think he gonna knock Pacquiao out, but I would not be surprised if Manny Pacquiao fucking win because Manny Pacquiao knows how to motherfucking fight. He can box. He know how to
Yeah.
feint. He can do all that.
All right, I'm going to tell you why I think Manny Pacquiao and why I would be shocked.
Can I get my
So-
input?
All right,
And one more thing.
listen, just
And
let me talk. It's a
Go
real
ahead.
analogy.
Go ahead.
All right, look at him in the Thurman fight.
Yeah.
I agree with everyone
gonna say
that Manny faded late and
I was
Thurman
gonna say
started
that.
coming on. Now, I don't really have much respect for Thurman anymore. He's not the same Thurman from 4 years ago. He's not even a shadow of that Thurman. All right? And he came back on Manny late in the fight. And now Manny hasn't fought in 2 years. He could say he's well rested all he wants. That rust is going to show. And it shows more when you get older. And Spence has been fairly active, you know?
That's a
Spence
fact.
is going to fuck him up, man. I don't know if he's going to knock him out, but because Manny knows how to survive a fight. But I think he's going to clearly – I think he's going to retire.
Like I said, I agree, Jimmy. I think Spence is gonna win, but I wouldn't be surprised if Manny won. Y'all
It's
say like
controversial, maybe.
y'all saying Manny, you like Manny has no chance to win.
No, yeah, he has a chance, but it's a very small chance. It's
What
like
you give?
20%. 20%.
I say it's 65-35.
I agree. I agree that I'll be surprised too, only because
I don't
like you
respect
said,
Thurman either, but I'm saying Thurman was able to do his thing.
That's what I said. I was saying I'd be surprised because if you watch the fight with Thurman, like you said, Thurman was coming back on. It's just that when Manny landed that body shot in round 10, that just took Thurman confidence all the way there. The one that he was gaining back, Manny was faking getting caught big once Thurman started bringing the pressure on in the second half of the fight. So when Spence does it, after Manny's coming off a 2-year layoff being 42, Spence isn't going to step off the gas like Thurman did. Even if he gets hurt, I don't think he will.
And one thing, Ty, you said Manny knows how to, feint in and out. You said Porter was able to do it. You got to look at it too. Porter's physically bigger than Manny. Porter's got a longer reach than Manny.
I don't know
Porter's
about
got
the
a
longer
whole.
reach. I don't know about the longer reach. Look it up, Jimmy. I don't know about the longer reach.
Who, Porter? Nah, Manny's got short reach.
No,
Manny's got about a 22-inch reach.
Manny Pacquiao was like 65 and a half
Manny Pacquiao started at like 50 pounds.
66.
No, but I mean, like, I think take their reaches, Jimmy. Manny, like you all watch boxing, right?
And
Manny,
Porter's got
I think
relatively
Porter has
long
good
arms.
reach.
Porter a fucking midget. I'm a fucking long arms for welterweight.
For Porter's height, Porter got pretty long arms.
He like
Box truck
5'6".
is fucking dumb, bro.
I will say one thing though. I think with Pacquiao fight him, I will say this is also Pacquiao's best chance too.
Pacquiao is 67 inches.
Damn, that's longer than I thought.
Told you.
That's what she said.
I
Wow.
think Sean Porter's over 70 though.
What the fuck?
What is
I
it?
think
What is
I
it?
think he's over 70. Hold on, Sean Porter.
It hit me. You stupid for that.
Yeah, asshole for that one.
Yes, he just
He
threw
walked
that
right
in there.
into it.
Oh no, Sean Porter's only 69 and a half.
I told you a fucking midget.
So
That
look
was
though,
close.
I was gonna say damn, what was I about to say? Oh yeah, the best thing with
A midget with a big
Pacquiao
pistol
fighting
head.
him now, I mean Spence, he only had one fight
All right.
since the car accident, and that
Who
was
gonna be the
that
crowd favorite, y'all? Who gonna be the crowd
that was
favorite?
then. Say again.
Who gonna be the crowd favorite?
Oh, come on now. They're all going to hate Spence after the fight.
No, answer the question, man. During the fight, who's gonna be the crowd favorite?
You know who the crowd favorite is going to be. Why are you
Answer
asking
the
that
question.
question?
Pacquiao.
Answer the question. So every time Manny
Hold up.
flurry, they're gonna be screaming.
Hold up. Where is the fight taking place again?
It's in motherfucking Vegas.
Pacquiao's
Yeah,
good.
nah,
Is
it's
it going to be at the
Pacquiao.
T-Mobile Arena or the MGM Grand?
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why Pacquiao's a favorite. One, he's the underdog, but he's a legend. So if a legend underdog, it's good to make a bet on him.
I don't know. I'm
And
gonna
then
go on Manny.
Bro, the
people
atmosphere
know.
is going to be crazy.
This is the thing. People know for a fact if Manny loses 9 times out, maybe if he wins 2, but it's guaranteed if he loses, he's probably gonna retire. A lot of these people don't want this to be Manny's last fight, even though he has to have a last fight soon.
Jimmy, they owe Manny one for the Tim Bradley fight. They gonna rob Earl. They owe Manny
I don't
one.
think so.
Imagine.
And the Jeff Horn fight.
They owe Manny one.
Yo,
Nah,
what
if they was gonna do
promoter
that, they
sends-
would've did
what
that with
promoter
Floyd.
sends the A side to like a foreign country?
No,
I've
listen.
never-
We know
only
they
Bob
gonna
Arum.
we know Manny gonna sleep, right? But yo, if they rob Earl, they gonna be like, oh, they cheated. They cheated. They gonna find some excuse. Oh my God, Manny had powder in his gloves.
If they rob Spence, that's really bad for boxing.
It's
Nah,
horrible.
if
I
they
don't
rob
agree with
Spence
anyone
and
getting
Manny
robbed.
retires after, oh my God.
They're not gonna
If
they're not
Manny
gonna do that
beats-
because
If
if Manny loses,
Manny beats him, he's top 5 all time.
How no Manny?
Errol,
Manny
Definitely.
He's top 5 all
if
time.
Errol wins,
It's an
that
argument for
puts
top
more
5.
pressure on
Definitely top
Crawford.
10.
If Errol wins, that puts more pressure on Crawford. So if they're gonna rob anybody, they would rob Spence. I mean, man.
That fight not happening.
That fight gonna happen. I'm telling you.
That fight-
Crawford
that fight
knows
not-
that
I mean,
fight has
I'm
to
saying
happen.
whether it is or it's not, we don't know. But I'm saying they don't know that they still have the expectations for it to happen. So they're not gonna rob Spence. They're not gonna rob Spence.
No, he's gonna knock
because
him out. I think he's gonna knock him out. So it ain't going to the cards.
I was gonna ask you. So do y'all think it's going 12 rounds?
No,
No.
I think like the 10th round.
Okay. All right, so
That's a hard one, man.
I think that Spence's power is overrated. I
Yeah.
don't think he has. I know he has power, but his power he's not man down anymore.
No.
But his boxing is criminally
Shit.
Who the hardest
Underrated.
puncher welterweight? Who the hardest puncher welterweight?
What, one punch
What?
power?
Who the hardest?
one
who the
punch
hardest
power.
puncher welterweight?
Pacquiao.
One punch power?
Pacquiao.
Hold on, we're talking about right now.
Well, Spence
Right
has
now.
more power than.
I was gonna say honestly, the answer I want to say, y'all not gonna agree with me.
Who is it?
Yeah, you want me to say?
I agree with you because I know who you're gonna say, and I agree.
If you say one punch power, it might be Thurman. Danny
Not
and
anymore.
Porter said it.
No, I don't think anymore though.
I think if Thurman really sits down on his punches, Thurman probably got, or maybe even Boots. I think maybe even Boots might have that.
I still
About
want to wait.
Virgil
To
Ortiz.
I still want to wait to say one of them two.
Hey, y'all always say I'm biased, but when Bud touches you, he hurts you.
He
Yeah, when
does.
he touches
Well,
fucking
but-
mediocre fighters.
But the thing,
But you
can
can hurt
the thing
Bud
with
too.
He hurts you.
The
He gets you
difference
the fuck
between
out.
Bud and Spence is that he got knocked down by fucking Mean Machine. Mean Machine was a
Yeah.
fucking nobody.
Yo,
All right,
I love
he got
Jimmy.
knocked down. That wasn't no slip.
I
Your
love
boy got
Jimmy
knocked
Cruz,
down
but
by some
listen,
fucking
I love Jimmy with that knockdown,
random
right,
fucking
Jimmy?
white
But
guy. All right, let's fucking
no,
be
random
honest.
white guy, right? But listen,
that shit.
we can go through history,
Random
right?
fucking white
And
guy. I
Okay,
didn't know who the fuck he was before
Ali
he
got nothing
followed.
about Henry fucking Cooper. Huh?
Who?
Yeah, Ali got nothing about Henry fucking Cooper.
Yeah, that's heavyweights.
No,
That's heavyweights. Anyone can get it at heavyweight. Anyone can get it at heavyweight. What are you, a casual now? You're a casual?
No, here
It's
go.
heavyweight.
No, okay, I got you. I got you. Sugar Ray
It's
got nothing about
heavyweight.
Kevin. Oh, I got you. Be quiet for a minute. Sugar Ray got nothing about Kevin Howard.
Okay.
No,
But Sugar Ray is. What's his resume look like? What's his resume look like? What's his resume look like? It looks a lot better than Crawford's. Fucking Triple G has a better resume than fucking Crawford.
I got him. Tommy Hearns got knocked down by fucking.
Tommy Hearns had a shitty chin. What are you talking about?
Oh my fucking!
His chin was as big as downfall.
He like my baby mom, yo. It's excuse for everything when you're wrong.
No, I'm not wrong.
Wow.
I'm not wrong. You're like a woman. You're like fighting a woman yourself. You get mad emotional. I'm all calm and shit. You're mad emotional.
No, I'm not emotional because
yeah, you are. Look how loud you're getting. I'm just chilling. I'm laughing right now.
I got you.
Inside, I'm laughing.
I got you, Sibbie.
I can't laugh too loud because my girl's sleeping.
What's my man name? Who almost got knocked down by? Linares, the average.
But Linares got actual power. You're acting like he got knocked down by some bum.
Excuse. You see it? It's always an excuse. Right,
what,
Jimmy,
man?
But
who is he
Jimmy.
For, man?
No,
Bro,
when I say
your guy's best win is Josh Taylor's third best win.
No, all great fighters got knocked down
Let
by
that
average
sink
fighter.
in.
No, answer the question, though.
His best win is
here we go.
Josh Taylor's, who's 18 fights in, his third best win.
I got you.
That's
I got
sick.
you. Give me another
I'd
fighter.
be mad if I was you, too. I'd be so upset.
Floyd got knocked down by Zab Judah.
Yes, thank you, Bruno. Thank you. Someone with some common sense.
Linares got power.
Thank you. Thank you.
Answer.
Thank you. First time I agree with Bruno in a long time.
What is that? So Floyd got knocked down by Zab. What that mean? An average fighter.
Who's the average fighter?
Zab was not an average fighter. What are you talking about?
Fuck out
Zab
of here,
Judah?
man. Come on, man.
Zab Judah was just an inconsistent fighter. He was undisputed.
I understand what calls Zab an average fighter.
Come on, man. You know Zab ain't no average fighter.
He knocked down Mayweather.
Thank you.
Yeah, but
he lost to
Zab Judah's not an average fighter.
He lost to fucking Paulie.
That was out of prime.
Oh
Zab.
my God, Joe.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Zab was 154 years old at that time.
What the fuck?
He lost to Clyde.
You're not even making sense right now. Shut up, bro. You're all in your emotions. Take a deep breath.
I'm not emotional. He got 11 losses.
You're emotional, bro. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Well, if I bro,
some of the
if I
greatest
fought
fighters
bums,
of
I
all
could
time
be
got
undefeated
multiple.
too.
Great fighters of all time. He lost to Corey fucking Spence.
Bro,
Corey Spence was nice. Corey Spence damn near beat Jermaine Taylor.
He damn near beat Jermaine Taylor.
His best fucking win is Victor Postal. Let that sink in. That is a glorified gatekeeper. Victor Postal is basically Derevinchenko at 140.
Your man best friend Danny fucking Jacobs.
He beat Danny Jacobs.
He beat fucking Danny Jacobs.
And he beat Canelo in the first fight.
If anybody in the comments got any questions, type them in.
And he beat Canelo in the first fight. Everyone pretty much agrees on that. 95% of the media and boxing analysts scored the fight for Triple G. So I guess they all don't know shit about boxing.
They don't know shit about boxing. What BoxRec say?
What do you mean? What did BoxRec say? I'm talking about. Go look up who scored the fight, which way. I'll send it to you. Hold on.
I want to see that shit again. I know who won.
Oh yeah, you know who won, right? You know who won. Okay, then we don't have to talk about it.
The one that was juicing.
The winner was what?
The one that was juicing.
The winner was juicing, but he wasn't the winner.
Let me ask y'all this. Let me answer this. So, since all y'all, well, Jimmy don't, but T1 Hitman, y'all say y'all think Spence knocking Pacquiao out, right?
He going to sleep.
What round?
I didn't even get to finish it because then these two started arguing.
No, Jimmy, my man, so Jimmy be talking shit.
Yeah,
I like it, but I like messing with him.
So yeah, Jimmy and Hitman, what's y'all breakdown of it? Pacquiao Spence. Chill, man.
Who's going first, me or Jimmy?
You go first.
All right. I told Jimmy this. I think Pacquiao is going to give us all his last great 4 or 5 rounds. We're gonna get the last 4 or 5 rounds of just a great career. That's it. Those 4 or 5 rounds we're gonna watch is gonna feel like we're back in the early 2000s.
Okay.
Manny's gonna empty out the fuselage. He's gonna do what he has to do, and then reality's gonna kick in. That's EJ's 5'10", 5'11", Probably
It's
going
gonna
to
look
be
like the
coming in.
Brook fight.
Huh?
It's gonna look like the Brook fight.
Yep. And Manny's age is going to kick in. He's going to be like, had a great career, but I can't hang in with this young killer no more. You can't hang in with that young killer no more.
He's just too
Honestly,
big.
I don't even know if I could really watch the fight. That's
And
how
also,
kind of
like,
Man, get out of here, man.
I'm gonna ask you this too before you go. So when you say you think this is just for you, Hitman, when you say you think he can stop, do you think it's like slept, towel getting thrown in, ref stopping, take down for the count? What?
someone's gonna have to stop Manny because Manny's not gonna quit. Somebody's gonna have to like step in for him.
Okay.
It's gonna be a sad ending.
It is
I'm gonna tell you
like-
that right now.
If he does get, it is gonna be like.
I'm
yeah.
kind of glad it's EJ and not Crawford though, because Crawford probably might have did it in like. I think Crawford would do it in a more vicious fashion than EJ would. I have a feeling EJ would just like beat him up. I got a feeling Crawford would really try like.
I think Crawford would get clipped.
Oh shit.
Hold on, before you get
Crawford's
on that.
very hittable.
Before you get on that, give
Yeah,
your
before we
breakdown
get on that.
first.
All right,
Before
my breakdown is that Spence controls the range. I think maybe Spence gets stunned early in the fight. Maybe round 2, round 3. Maybe he just gets caught by a counter, like he's sleeping on Manny a little bit. He gets a little too comfortable. And Manny just catches him with that left counter and, like, stuns him. I don't think he knocks him down, but I think it wakes him up, like, noticeably. And then I think from there on, like, Spence just keeps him at a distance, controls the range. It's a little bit boring, beats him down to the body. Manny, you're going to see that the size difference is going to be too much. I feel by round 7 or 8, Manny is going to start, you're going to see it noticeably slowing down. And I think he could get knocked out. Maybe a barrage of punches like someone throws in the towel, but I don't think he sleeps him.
I think
If he sleeps Manny, that's the most depressing ending. That's
It is.
that-
I'm Manny Pacquiao is one of my favorite fighters ever, but Spence is my favorite fighter right now. So
yeah.
I mean,
What happened to
I
Triple
thought,
G?
I think
what?
more
What about
what,
Triple G?
What happened to
I
Triple
think
I
more
G?
still
what
like him.
Good
He should
gimmick.
retire.
I think
Just like Manny.
I think it's
They both
I think
should
it's
retire.
more of what Hitman said. I think Pacquiao has some good early rounds, and then I don't know if he'll be winning. I
No,
think
I
he
think
has
he
some
wins
good.
like 3-4 rounds.
I think he'll have his rounds he win, and Spence it'll take more because it's going to take a while to figure out Pacquiao. But I think what's going to happen is Pacquiao's going to have some.
Bruno, shut the fuck up.
He's what the fuck? Pacquiao's going to have some success, landing some shots, but he's going to get caught in the exchange. He's going to. You know how to say don't hook with a hooker. I don't think he's going to do that, but he's going to get a little overconfident at a moment.
And stay in the pocket too long. Is what you're talking about.
Exactly. Spence
Yep.
just gonna catch him. So I don't think he's gonna knock him out. He might knock him down, but
Yeah.
he's gonna get caught, and then Spence is going. Pacquiao's going. That's when he's going. Oh shit! That's when you're gonna see things change. So from there on
Yes,
out, I think it'll be pretty. I think once he feels Spence's power, and then he knows like he's a young, hungry fighter, and I'm 42. Then I don't know how it will end. I think it's gonna end bad, but
Sibbie, just watch. You and me, our predictions are going to be exactly spot on. I'm telling you. But you know what would be dope?
Well,
What's
listen,
that?
I don't think what Jimmy said. I don't think Spence can outbox Pacquiao. I think if he bulldozed walking to beat the shot, I don't think he can
Criminally underrated boxing skills. Criminally.
No, Jimmy, I agree with you, but I think Manny Pacquiao, unless like he's faster than Manny, like not too many guys that was like, how can I say this? Not too many guys outbox Manny Pacquiao. Like
No, I know.
He'll
I'm
be-
talking.
If
I
anything,
think
like
that
if it does
age-
go to decision, he won't outbox him. It'll be more like he just beat him up.
I
You know what I'm saying?
think what Jimmy's like meaning by outbox him is just, Spence can outbox Manny from the range.
Yes.
From a certain range.
But I get you, but you don't like it like the fill out moment. Like I think that Spence gonna have like success with his stiff jab, coming forward, using going like trying to cut the ring off. I think if he backing up and getting Manny momentum, that's not good for him.
I don't think he
know if
backs
Manny
up
can
at all.
back Spence
He's
up.
too
How
big.
do you think he will?
He's too big. Why would he back up?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I don't think he's gonna try to I think he's gonna try to bulldoze Manny.
I think he does what he normally does. Like he has a good mix of what he does. He's got a balanced fight game. Once he has the range controlled, he beats you down to the body. And then when he has you beat down to the body and he sees you're slowing down, then he attacks you. But that's boxing. Like the range and the footwork, that's all boxing. And he's gonna outwork Manny in that sense. In the range game, he's gonna win. And that's how he wins all his fights. And that's how he's going to win this fight. The only fight that he didn't use the range was Porter, just so he could show the world that he could beat Porter at his own game. That's the only reason he fought him like that. He could have easily just outboxed him.
Pacquiao has so.
I still had a 116, 111 that fight.
Pacquiao has so many angles he can use, but the thing
Yes.
is, he's older, so eventually he's going to use them angles. And Spence is big. No matter what he's at, Spence is going to be in his face, and that's going to work for Pacquiao for a while. But once he starts to fade, then what happens?
But,
And the legend.
like I said,
Go watch the tape, Bruno.
No,
We watched his last moments as
No,
a
like I
fighter,
said,
basically.
I think it's
You know what would be
65.
dope if Manny came out with his old shorts?
Yeah, right. The
Spence
flame
didn't
Jones.
want to outbox him. He wanted to go toe-to-toe and show the world that he could.
I mean, but like I said,
He
I
didn't
think
want
it's
to
65.
outbox him.
I think it's 65-35 Spence. If I had to bet, I think Spence gonna knock him out. But I think Manny gonna have his moments. I think, I just think
course.
the old man, this guy's fast and powerful, man. Like that left hand, man. That shit come like. I don't know.
Now, but like Ty said, what if Manny does land it like he did against Thurman, but maybe even harder? What if Manny
It's hard
lands
to
like
say 'cause
And,
perfect
and-
left hand?
and let's
it's hard
keep
to
it a bean.
say only because
listen,
I don't
but
know
let's
how
keep it a bean.
Spence.
Thurman,
I seen Spence
Thurman
get rocked before, but I haven't seen him like too stunts. It's hard to say because I don't know how he'll.
He's
How
never
he'll react.
really been rocked. Like, rocked, per se. Like, rocked is a bad word. He's been...
When I say rock,
he
only
got buzzed.
stunt.
He got buzzed
Yeah,
once.
that's better. That's better.
Nah, I've seen Spence get rocked. He took it. I
But-
mean, he recovered, but I
When
seen
he
him
He
got
get rocked.
recovered in less than a second. That's not getting rocked. Getting
When he got
rocked
caught
is
the
what
overhand,
happened
right?
to Shane
I
Mosley
don't remember what fight
and
it was.
Floyd Mayweather. Remember Shane Mosley, Floyd Mayweather? That's rocked.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
That's
He
what I
composed
consider
himself.
rocked.
it's ridiculous. Why make it harder on yourself? Nah, it's not the fact that he made it harder on himself, but he wanted to prove a point. He just wanted to prove that he'll beat Porter at his own game. Like he told Mikey, he's gonna just beat Mikey up. Nah, but you know what would be dope though? If we see Manny come back in the flame trunks from like back in.
Oh, I
remember when he's
those.
fighting Morales and
I
Barrera?
love those. Yeah.
Oh, here we
Those
go.
are the old Nike
Question,
trunks.
y'all. Who has the advantage in the corner? Pacquiao or Spence?
Yo, Sibbie, you gonna let any of them on or no?
I mean, it's 4 people right now, so I can't let nobody
Oh, I
else
know.
on right now.
I know. I'm going in like 10 minutes though.
Shit, I'll go right now because I gotta go to bed. I got work in the morning.
All right.
All right, y'all be easy.
All right, dog.
All right.
All right.
Oh,
later.
and by the way, Jimmy, Triple G soft.
I knew this was some.
But who you think got the better corner?
That's because
That's questionable.
You got Freddie Roach with experience, but then you got Derrick James, who's like right now he's at his
He's
height.
on
So
fire.
that's a hard one. I mean, I want to say I probably lean towards Freddie Roach only because of experience, I guess. But that's one I can't really
But
call.
you know what I'm gonna say? That he's lost with Freddie Roach in his corner. Spence hasn't lost. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I give Freddie Roach the advantage because I think Jerry James is a great trainer, but all his big fights he always had the favorite. So I don't know how great of a real great of a trainer he is. I mean, it's easily when you got the better horse. I've seen Freddie Roach when it's the underdog, when it's even, and when he's the favorite. So
And we also seen him against more styles too.
I mean, that will happen over the course of like how much fucking years?
Yeah, that's what I'm
20,
saying.
25 years.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said experience.
So
Usyk is the most dangerous out of all those fighters. I mean, nobody want to talk about it, but Usyk has a real good chance to go in there and beat Joshua and be a problem because he's very elusive. You get what I'm saying? I mean, that's just what I feel. I'm not sure what you think, Ooch. What you thinking about that? Well, Usyk fighting Joshua.
I think he could gas out Joshua.
I think he can. He does have this. I'm putting like his style is all wrong for AJ. It's just that this is only his second fight at heavyweight, and he's fighting the top dog. And
he didn't look great against Chisora.
And I know, man, size plays a factor. No matter how you want to put it, size plays a factor, especially in the heavyweight division. And this is just a fight where I think eventually, because size played the factor when he fought Chisora. He won, but you could see it then.
But I heard he got bigger. I heard he's 235 now.
And so we're gonna see
Is
how
he a
he looks
clean
there.
235 though? That's what you want to know. Is he a
Hey,
clean?
so Uch, what you think about the fight? What you think about the fight with Joshua and Usyk?
I think Joshua would knock him out.
I think
You think Joshua's going to knock him out?
Yeah, he too. Like it's level to the heavyweight shit. Like it looked like Joshua was slow. He is slow, but he fast. He's smart. He got sneaky uppercut. He got power. And I don't think Usyk can stand a barrage after a while.
I think it's a fight where AJ will win on the cards. I think it'll be a close AJ win that he doesn't look impressive on.
Right. That's what I'm thinking about it. I mean, say what you want, but I mean, if you watch a lot of tape on Usyk is very elusive. He's not the typical heavyweight guy.
Like, I think with that fight, I'm not saying their styles are nothing alike, but they have some similarities. I think if Usyk fights AJ next, I think it'll be to the point he'll give AJ problems to the point where everyone will see how AJ fights him and everybody will be like, yeah. That fight will show you,
and it gives Fury even more of an edge.
I was gonna say that fight shows you, it'll give you a better prediction on how AJ Fury plays. I know Fury and Usyk, the different sizes,
I think
different
Fury
styles,
is
but
a
they have
terrible style
similarities.
for AJ.
They have similarities. So when you see how AJ does versus Usyk, it'll give you some answers how he might do against Fury too.
Nah, I very much. Let me tell you what I do know for fact, and this is what I heard a few bloggers saying. I think Science said it. I'm not sure, but Anthony Joshua has only trained, from what they're saying, for one fight in his whole entire career. Only one. Tyson Fury. That's it. Everybody else is just the gear up for Tyson Fury. And we already know when you look at fighters that have geared up just to fight one person in all their career, you already know how that goes. Think about the fighters that geared up to fight their one fighter, Roy Jones Tarver. You get what I'm saying? When you got that going on, listen, I'm definitely taking Joshua in the Fury fight.
Okay.
I'll put some money on that with you.
I will. Hey, I'm just telling you, I don't really bet, but I know for fact, even people, other fight bloggers have said Anthony Joshua has only trained for one guy, and that's Tyson Fury. And I'm not sure that he lost to the amateurs to Fury. I don't know what the beef is, but when I was first watching Anthony Joshua, I only heard about Tyson Fury, never seen him, only heard about him. And I'm like, who the hell is Tyson Fury? Then when I eventually seen him, I said, oh, damn, it's like the giant.
He's a giant, but
so
he moves like a welterweight.
I don't know, man. I mean, needs, real talk.
Bruno, before because I got to get off, so I just want to ask you, what you think with Pacquiao and Spence?
Pacquiao Spence. Oh, yeah, no, Spence is going to win. He should win. It's going to be like a passing of the torch type of fight.
You think he's
awesome? Yeah. It won't be like how fucking Marquez did. Fuck no, it won't be like that. It'll definitely be like another, like the corner stops it, the ref stops it, or he kind of.
Spence gonna do Manny how Manny did Oscar.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? I was actually talking about that the other day.
That's a good question.
But yeah,
that's a good. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, it'll be something like that.
So let me add for the last question. Let me ask her this: if Pacquiao's not saying he will, if he somehow pulls this off, where's he all time? Top 5, 10? Where? I'm not saying he is. Just
I'll put him in his division.
Just all time. Period. Where would you put him?
No, you can't. I only go by divisions because you can't do that. For me, you can't. I don't feel you could do that.
It's hard to do that. It's hard, but
it's really hard.
Yeah, because different eras, the whole But I mean, shit, I'd put him in the top 20 maybe right now. Maybe.
I mean,
that's what made me ask that.
I don't do all time because it's like it's so many fucking great fighters that we can name. There's so many great fighters.
True. That's why I don't have, like, people ask me who I think the GOAT is. I'm like, you can't. It's too many holes and too many arguments. You can't say.
Right. It's just too many arguments. I mean, people don't talk about Jack Johnson and right. It's a tough thing. But if we go in division, I mean, you want to put him in that welterweight when he fought from Marquez to you know, that era. I would put Manny in that era. I wouldn't put him in it. I would put him in the top 10, but I just don't know where in the top 10. I'm not gonna put him at the top 5 because I mean, you got look at Arguello, look at Mancini, look at Livingston Bramwell. You got a lot of fighters that were in that welterweight division that we don't even talk about right now. What about what's his name? The G-Man, Joe McCullum.
Joe McCullum.
Dog.
You get what I'm saying? Like, listen, you don't even know about Gerald McCullum, bro. You don't know about when he fought.
I do.
Listen, when he fought, what's my man he fought and knocked out? But Julian Jackson. They was both knockout artists, and Gerald McCullum went in there and destroyed him.
I got an old post where I listed my top 5 favorites of all time, and Gerald McCullum was in. So,
but no, I think
Gerald McCullum was it, bro.
No, but if Manny beat this, Manny already won the best of his era. Manny went.
Yeah,
Manny beat
you got
this.
to.
Real shit.
I put him.
That. If Manny beat Spence right now, Manny he gotta be like what this number. He gotta be one of the best fighters in the world. I've been with Canelo one.
Yeah, like.
Oh my God, yo, listen, hold up, Ooch, listen. For me, I feel like Errol's fought people, but I'm not sold on him. I'm sorry. I feel like listen. I know y'all saying this. This is what's going on. Sib, you're Errol's trainer. I got Uch as the guy that's the hype man, and then you're Errol Spence on the bottom, Bruno. This is what's going on, I feel, in Errol's camp. Yo, Terrence Bud can't fuck with you, bro. He ain't even fight nobody. He's rusty. When somebody else should be saying, nah, bro, you need that dude. You need to sign. You need to make this fight happen. What's going on is, why you think he's in the thing 60-40?
That's why
80-20.
That's why I think. That's
why
why I
he
really
dancing?
think.
So why he didn't dance?
Anybody, yeah, he crazy. That's why I think anybody, if you want to see
80-20,
if you want to see Spence versus Crawford, if you're just a big boxer fan, you have to want Spence to win. You have to. It was like, once
I don't want Spence to win, bro. I don't want Spence to win.
Especially if they give Pacquiao his belt back, if they give Pacquiao his Super WBA belt back, Spence will hold 3. He's pressured to fight. His only option is to fight Crawford to move up. So it's like it puts more pressure on him to fight Crawford if he beats Pacquiao. Because if he beats Pacquiao and he doesn't fight Crawford, who do you want him to fight next?
He gonna fight Keith Thurman.
Who? Wait, who you say he gonna fight?
He gonna fight Keith Thurman.
Oh man,
I can see that. I mean, listen, I can see that fight happening just for the fight. But my man,